Welcome back to B2B presented by Bully's Custom Styles and In My Bag Apparel. That is CB the Bully. I am EB. Today we'll talk Sunday Night Football, get into some fantasy as well. We'll talk Boston Celtics going to the White House and Giraffes taking L. Let's get right into it, man. Tonight, the Philadelphia Eagles were in LA to take on the Rams. They pull out the win 37-20. Saquon Barkley, dog.
Saquon, boy. Burst of speed.
26 rushes, 255 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's just so good at football. There's not a lot to say. He's fucking good.
He's good, man.
Fuck. AJ Brown, 109 in a touchdown as well. Like, the Eagles have been clicking on all cylinders for weeks now and look like the biggest challenger, at least right now, in the NFC to the 10-1 Lions. But
absolutely.
Philly rolls on,
Eagles,
man.
baby.
What was that?
I said 9-2 Eagles.
Yeah,
Usually by this time of the season, this is when they're falling apart, but this is when they've been pulling it together this season. Saquon being a nice addition, bro. It's nice to see.
A nice addition might be an understatement. Like,
yeah, for sure.
He's a lot of people's leading candidate for MVP right now.
I was about to say he's mine.
Why not?
He's mine for sure. I can't wait to see what happens here in the playoffs, man.
I know a couple of those Eagles. You got like half the Eagles team on your fantasy squad. How'd that work out today?
Jalen Hurts doing Jalen Hurts things. AJ Brown had a touchdown. There was some controversy because he caught it 2 feet down, dropped it, but he was in that bitch.
Oh yeah, he took like 4 steps. He was good.
Yeah, he was in there. Jalen Hurts got me 15.06 points, threw for 179 yards, 1 touchdown. Good game, bro. Beat him 37-20. Yeah. AJ Brown got me 22.90. That's one of the highest from my fantasy, man. But pretty good week for sure.
Very nice, man. Elsewhere, the Cowboys get a win against the Commanders. I didn't see that one coming. They win 34-26. I have Jaden Daniels, though, and he still got me 32.5 points.
Nice.
25 for 38. Not the most efficient. 275 yards, 2 touchdowns, threw 2 picks. Ran for 74 yards in the touchdown, 2-point conversion. Just doing a little bit of everything as Jaden Daniels does. Jordan Love underperformed for me today, but they didn't need him because Josh Jacobs did his fucking thing. What do you have, 3 touchdowns today?
That's a fact. I got Tolbert from Dallas. He had a touchdown, but I had him on my bench. But yeah, Josh Jacobs was my leading man today, bro. 28 fantasy points, 3 touchdowns, 106 yards. Didn't receive nothing, but ran for a lot. Nice.
Also had the Broncos beat the Raiders 29-19. Cool thing about that game, and here's an early nominee for Bully of the Week, Bo Nix. They sweep the season series with the Raiders. You know how big that rivalry is. They moved to 7-5, still in the hunt for the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And this win is significant specifically because this is the first win that the Broncos have on the road against the Raiders since they moved to Vegas in 2020.
Damn. Very nice. Bo Nix clicking. He's found his receiver, Sutton, for 2 touchdowns today.
Yep, he got me 29.7 points. I got him on my team. He
talking about Sutton?
Yeah.
Yeah, I started my season with him on my team, but, Bo Nix wasn't doing much at the time.
Hey, man.
They didn't even have their first touchdown together yet.
I've won like 2 or 3 fantasy leagues because of dudes I picked up later in the season. Like, one year I won my fantasy league straight up because of Jared Goff. Last year I had another player that did it for me. And right now, with what I just say, I got 29 out of Cortland Sutton. Jordan Love, he only got 14 today, but he's been a solid producer. I picked him up. I did not draft him. Nico Collins got 20 points today. Got his first touchdown back since the injury. didn't draft him, if I end up winning again, and I've been on this 4-game win streak now to catch back up from being in like 6th, and now I'm in 4th right behind you, or in 4th right behind Dennis from Match My Energy, which I was only like 10 points behind him. So this bigger week this week can shoot me up to 4th place right behind you now.
Well, that's what a good fantasy manager is about. Rolling with the punches, seeing your injuries, seeing your buys, and adapting.
Right. And I did draft Jaden Daniels, and I did draft the Steelers defense, who killed it for me on Thursday night. Getting an interception, forcing 3 fumbles, recovering 2 of those. So I'm a hell of a GM, if I do say so myself. I'm just on my way, sneaking into another championship. Thanks for playing, everybody.
Stop it. Y'all hear that energy?
I stay with it. I stay with it.
He's gonna be 8-4 after this week. I will be 9-3. So he has been making the comeback, but we gotta hold tight. We gotta stay on top of our squads. Mac Truck loses. That's rare for her.
And I thought I saw that, and I thought maybe she forgot to set her lineup or something.
Oh, for sure. That's exactly what I looked into.
But no, everybody played. It was just a down day for a lot of people on her team. It just pans out that way sometimes.
Absolutely.
And I'm okay with it, by the way. I'm cool with it.
Sure you are. Well, this is what it's all about.
Again,
who's going to hold on to the end? Who's going to hold on till the end? Because everybody could just fall short. And the only people paying attention could, come and make a run for it.
I'm excited to be crowned champion again. It's going to be great.
Not happening. Not with the other Bradfield in the building. Brother to brother.
It's happening with you in the building. It doesn't change.
It's okay. We will see. It's a whole new year. Whole new league.
Things are panning out just as they should. Hopefully I can beat you in the championship. That'll be fun. Anyway, let's move on to basketball.
It'd be fun if I beat you too, as long as we both there.
I like how you said if.
That means we know what we're talking about.
So the Celtics made their visit to the White House this week, as champions do, and that got me thinking.
So what they do? Just chill in there? They ain't meet nobody. Ain't nobody in there.
What do you mean ain't nobody in there? Biden's still the president.
Oh, I thought he was chilling. I thought he was just, I'm cool. I'm going to just let this be now.
That's not how that works.
It's just a joke. Party hard.
And it got me thinking, I'm old enough to remember a time when teams didn't really want to make that trip to the White House. They kind of skipped it for a little bit. Do you think that's something that could happen again in the future, maybe starting next season?
I mean, it could happen. But, I mean, you want to watch your words carefully at this time. But I don't know if a lot of people are as bothered as for this man to be president. Maybe he has earned somewhat respect to some of these people and players to, for them to actually show up and maybe shake their hands. We've seen them at these UFC events.
Well, that's different.
I mean, yes, it is. Yes, it is. But, all creeds and colors have showed respect for the man. I don't know. I could definitely see him banning it. And I could possibly see him going in there too. So you think Boston's going.
For instance, if Steph Curry was one of the main ones.
Steph Curry and the Warriors are going.
They're going?
And the Lakers will not.
You think Steph and the Warriors would, though?
Yes.
Even with Steve Kerr and all? I think the Lakers would go before the Warriors, but I don't see.
LeBron's not meeting up with Trump. They got a known beef. They know they don't like each other.
I don't think Steph is either, or Steve Kerr for that matter, or Draymond Green for that matter.
I don't know. I'm just throwing shit out there. I'm getting it spicy, dog. That's all.
Joel Embiid probably, but not those 2, 3.
You say Joel Embiid's going?
Yeah, he's gone. He's going no matter who wins. He's just because it's not going to be them.
He's just an American. He's doing American shit.
He's just doing American things. He goes sneak in with whatever team gets in there because it's not going to be the 76ers. Celtics also in the Emirates Cup got a win over the 16-0 at the time. Cleveland Cavaliers in what turned out to be a really good game on Tuesday night.
Someone had to do it.
Somebody had to do it.
And who else better?
Well,
it's the champs. Fuck it.
Good game. Like this, and the Cup is shaping up to really keep the energy for the season. Even though, like, you can look at ratings, they're down. Who gives a shit about any of that? There's so many different ways to catch a game now, but the way, especially you look just at the Cleveland game with the Celtics or the Clay return to Golden State, how that game turned out, and what the Pistons and Bucks are undefeated in the Cup right now. The Lakers remain undefeated. They won last year's Cup, have never lost in the Emirates Cup. Like some of this, it's wild to see some of like the standings and how these things are starting to line up. Even like I think only one team's eliminated right now, and that's the Pelicans. But they were missing like their top 8 players the other day.
Yeah.
So, but see this working out, man, and it's exciting to watch. I love watching the Cup games. The courts are cool. I think the courts are better than the jerseys.
The courts are actually way better this year, I believe.
Yeah, like when we talked about the Raptors jersey and how I was kind of iffy on it, I'm not iffy on the court at all. That court is crazy. That's perfect way to use the dinosaur without that.
I think a lot of the play in the in-season tournament is a testament to players that don't get paid as much and the players that do, trying hard to get them that 100,000 as well. I mean, nobody wants to lose. You put something on the line. LeBron said it best. I'm gonna want it.
I think it's 500,000.
Okay, see, that's even better. But for those players that don't get paid a lot, I mean, I feel like some of these players are like, yo, let's go and get this for these guys, and hang another banner or flag or whatever it is.
I agree on that point with Pat McAfee, I think, who said that's a lobby banner. Like you win that, and that goes in like
camaraderie almost.
Like out by will call, like when people are taking or scanning your tickets, and like you're just getting into the building. That's where you put the NBA Cup banner, but not like next to the other 17. It's still kind of weird to me. But to be the first one, you don't really have much of a choice. You got to put it somewhere prominent. So I understand it being there. I hope they can move it. Maybe can they move?
Out of respect for Kobe, I call it a flag, not a banner.
All right, I dig that.
You know what I'm saying? We only put championships up in there. Championship banners up. That's a flag.
It was a championship flag.
There you go.
Word up. Speaking of the Lakers, what would you see from them this week?
This was a telling game for me. I wanted them to beat the Nuggets. The Nuggets have had their number for a lot of games now, and it was going to be telling to see what goes on against these Nuggets with just getting back Jokic and Aaron Gordon being out. Russell Westbrook felt like he had a chip on his shoulder, played well. It was a blowout, man. I don't know. It looked like AD was almost intimidated by the great Serbian player Jokic, and it showed. Nobody could really get it going. Long spurts without any points. We got to do better, especially in crypto.
To your point, Nuggets undefeated when Russ has 10 assists. And, I thought going in that this would be a prime game for the Lakers to take, because you talk about how they've had the Nuggets have had the Lakers numbers for a few years now. We talked about earlier this year when they get that win against the Kings, so AD slays that monster and beating Sabonis. And there was another one that he had beat earlier this season too that he had some problems with. So with this resurgent, I guess, AD that's been dropping 30, getting 40, second in the league in scoring right now, up there in MVP voting, you would think this is when he's like, all right, this is the message I need to send. This is the guy that I need to send the message against. And to your point, him looking intimidated, and Joker just, the last, 12, 13 games for Joker are fucking insane. He's also
Joker doesn't give a fuck about
on top of everything. Like, he's shooting 56% from 3.
He's volleyball slapping fucking basketballs across the court, almost making them shits.
Top 10 scoring, leading the rebounds and assists. Like it's. I heard the argument the other day, and I don't remember exactly which podcast I was listening to, but like, could there come a time where the people say the best basketball player to ever grace the planet is Nikola Jokic? Like, who's doing this? He's more points than MVP Shaq, more rebounds than MVP Duncan, more assists than MVP Steve Nash. Like,
yeah, you could definitely make an argument for it. He's got to do some things. He's got to put some rings on his finger.
Yeah, but I mean, to have
more,
possibly a fourth MVP.
Yeah, he's got 3 of them already, and he's already the greatest white boy I've ever seen play the game.
Oh, hands down.
You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn. Don't got to be athletic. You got to be skillful,
though. On the note of talented big men, Wemby entered elite company this week, becoming the 4th player to not only have a 50-point game, but have a 10-block game and to have a 5x5 game. So having at least 5 points, rebounds, blocks, assists, and steals in a game.
Ooh.
One of only 4 players to ever do it. Could you name the other 3?
That sounds like some Admiral things.
Boom, he's on there.
You know what I'm saying? Some real big man spur things for sure. What about Karl Malone?
Nope.
What stats am I looking for right now?
You need a player that has scored 50 points in a game, has had 10 blocks in a game, and has had a 5x5 game where they've had at least 5 points, rebounds, steals, blocks, and assists in a game.
Jack?
Nope.
Yao?
No.
LeBron?
Negative. LeBron never had 10 blocks in a game.
Goddamn. You know Alonzo Mourning?
Nah. I thought this isn't even the guessing game I had planned. I thought this was going to be a lot easier.
Duncan?
Nah.
What you got? Go ahead and tell me.
I thought this was going to be so much easier.
Nah.
So David Robinson.
Carmelo Anthony?
Stop. Hakeem Olajuwon.
Dennis Rodman.
Hakeem Olajuwon. Dennis Rodman never scored 50 points. And Anthony Davis.
Okay.
Only 4 players to ever do it.
Very nice.
Carmelo Anthony got 10 blocks in the game.
Hey, you never know. New York Knights.
He qualifies for the 50-point game, and that's the only thing on the list.
Right. Well, you know, some of those are what I was going off of.
Yeah, I could tell you had a method.
You know, Dennis Rodman could have got 10 blocks. Melo could have got 50. That's the kind of things that pop into my mind on the
Carmelo Rodman. Carmelo Rodman.
Guess.
Right.
Guess the hell out some shit.
You are gonna do that, and I appreciate you for that. I love it when you guess. Last week we talked about the possible changes to the All-Star game. They are now official for this season, so we'll have that 4-team format with 3 of the teams being comprised of 8 All-Stars apiece, and then the winner of the Rising Stars game will get that 4th spot. The way it'll work is you'll have 2 semifinal games, obviously. Those games will be to 40. So first to 40 wins, it'd be like pickup game style, like, you know what I mean? First to 40 wins, and then the championship games, first to 25.
First to 25?
Mm-hmm.
I guess it is All-Star Weekend. All right.
Yeah, they should have kept it at 40.
Mm-hmm. All right. I like that they're trying things. We can't be mad if we don't like the rules, but always get mad at there not being any changes.
Right. At least they're trying.
You got to respect the fact that they're trying.
And I stand by my statement last week. That Rising Stars team is getting fucked up every year. Like, they're not going to make it. The year they make it, the only way this works if they make it out of the semifinals is if you get guys taking pride in being a rising star and like saying no to all-star bids. So Wemby says, "No, I don't want to be an All-Star. I'm playing with the Rising Stars team." That type of shit is when it'll start to get competitive. But until then, they're not going to want to lose to those guys, especially with whatever bread they have on the line for that. Those Rising Stars don't stand a fucking chance.
Yeah, no.
That game alone will be
all
something.
The good players are going to be All-Stars anyway.
Hopefully. I mean, not necessarily when you got guys in their 22nd season.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like KD, Steph, Bron, these guys are all still probably going to be All-Stars. So a second-year guy like Wemby, maybe. Chet's hurt now, so he probably is not going to have much of a shot. Franz Wagner might be a fucking All-Star.
This shit feel like 2015 again, bro. You got the Warriors at the top of the West. You got, before Kevin Durant was hurt, putting MVP type numbers up.
You got the Cavs at the top of the East.
The Lakers are third. LeBron getting 3 triple-doubles in a row. Feel like 2017 right now. It's crazy.
I saw that it was like 2016 when all that was going down. Like the standings were exactly the same to the point like a week ago.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Top 3 in the East and the West were the same.
Yeah. Shitty for the Suns. They dropped to 8th.
Yeah. I haven't seen how much longer KD's out for.
Yeah, but they taking a real precaution when it comes to his Cavs.
They know what they got, to start the year and how well they started. So they don't want to rush that because they got a real shot in the loaded Western Conference. Even if they got to come from 7-8 seed, Lakers done it, Heat have done it. They can be done from that low, but yeah, definitely don't want to rush KD back at all.
Oh no, not that injury. Fourth now. Lakers are fourth now.
So with these changes,
Dallas is 9th. Bullshit.
They just lost tonight too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's rough. It's dog eat dog, dog.
Especially in the West.
With that, they're actually talking about possibly making some changes to the playoffs as well. It's being reported that some of the NBA executives around the league think that when the NBA expands to 32 teams, they'll ditch conferences and go for a 1-16 format, just strictly by record, and that'll be the playoff seeding. With how loaded
1 versus 16 or what?
So because of how loaded, and you can see, like you just said, how loaded the Western Conference is and how lopsided it is from West to East. Having that 1-16 would give more of a chance for like the 16 best teams would make the playoffs.
Right.
Logistically, travel-wise, it could get difficult, especially if like the Spurs are the 1 seed and the Raptors are the 16 or something like that. You know what I mean? But
yeah, would they just have to like hold it somewhere, like a tournament or some shit?
But that takes away from fans. I don't think that's fair to do something like that. But that's an idea that's being floated around. The idea of expansion, adding 2 more teams, is a chance to do something new, add some fresh things into the league. There's no word on what would that mean. That would mean for like the regular season schedule, because you know how like you play in your division 4 games, conference 3, opposite conference 2 games, or whatever. How they set up the 82 games. I don't know how that would if you would still have divisions if there's no conferences, or this might even be a chance. Even though I wouldn't like it to reduce the games in the season. And maybe just play everybody twice, play in your division 3 times. That'll get you right around 65 games. Cut out those extra, 15, 17 games or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Something like that. Also don't know what that would mean for the play-in tournament. Like would 13 through 20 then be in the play-in tournament? Or 13, 14, 15, and 16? It'd be kind of the same thing. So that'd be some things they'd have to think about to make that all work, but they can figure it out.
Yeah, they'll just try some shit.
I hope they at least do some kind of realigning. Like if divisions are still a thing, or if conferences still come into play at some point, move like Memphis and New Orleans out of the Western Conference.
Yeah.
They're not Western teams. So like
that makes sense.
They can make all that change, and then like say you move both of them east, and then you got Vegas, Seattle. Bang, done. I sent you a picture earlier of Jimmy Butler. He had a big game tonight. they beat those Dallas Mavericks in overtime. He had like dropped 33 tonight, and I noticed like I've never seen the red in his hair like that. How he had it braided, and since we have a barber in the building, I figured we'd start doing rate that dude. What do you think of Jimmy's cut this evening?
It wasn't bad. I wouldn't put any color in my hair, but Jimmy be trying shit. It's not a bad dude. What you think of it?
What do you rate it?
Out of 5?
Out of 5 scissors.
I'd say about 3.5.
3.5 out of 5 scissors?
Yeah, what you give me?
Cool. I mean, I also wouldn't add color to mine. I've thought about it a couple times, but I never end up doing it. But, I mean, Jimmy does things, yeah. It was cool.
I just don't like the braids. I like my shit braided straight back if I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? He kind of looked like one of the Serena Williams sisters or something.
Damn.
Honestly, he put some couple beads in there. He looked like Lil Yachty if he started working out.
Fair enough.
I'm not hating. He looked like that. Look at the picture.
Oh,
he looked like small ass Yachty.
I agree. Speaking of expansion, but in the WNBA, Rock Entertainment Group, the company that holds Cavs owner Dan Gilbert's sports and entertainment properties, filed a formal proposal to bring the WNBA back to Cleveland. The Cleveland Rockers were an OG franchise from the WNBA inception in 1997 up until like 2003, when like attendance dropping so low, ownership started to lose interest, gave up on the franchise. They're looking to bring it back. Kathy Engelbert, the commissioner of the WNBA, says the league's looking to expand from 12 to 16 by 2028, and we know there's already 2 teams coming. But what do you think about Cleveland being one of those other teams? We talked about St. Louis and Jason Tatum possibly putting in a bid for a team there. What do you think about Cleveland for women's basketball?
I mean, that's cool. It's awesome that they're putting women teams everywhere. But if Cleveland's getting one, Denver need one.
I was just going to ask you what cities would you like to see a WNBA team in?
If you put one in Denver, I guarantee there will be season ticket holders.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, know the market and respect the market and get us a team.
And no women who biased. Yeah. I think Denver should definitely get a team. Houston Comets, let's bring them back. They won the first fucking 4 championships. They should have a team.
Most definitely.
But I'd say those 2 for sure is where I'd like to see a team. Miami.
Yeah. Miami,
So remember last year when Steph Curry and Sabrina Ionescu did the 3-point shootout the All-Star weekend?
Yeah.
So they're trying to figure out a way to do round 2. And there's a way that's being thrown around that's not necessarily a rematch, but it would put Steph and Sabrina on the same team against other.
Yep, I can see that.
So it'd be Steph and Sabrina against former Splash, or I guess, is he still a Splash brother even though he's not in Golden State? Once a Splash brother, always a Splash brother?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, so current Splash brother, former Warrior, Klay Thompson, and then reigning WNBA Rookie of the Year, Indiana Fever guard, Caitlin Clark would be the other team. What you think? Who you got?
I'm going with Klay and Caitlin. Fuck that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Underdog type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Is it underdog though, really? Because I mean, Klay has beat Steph in 3-point contest already. I'm sure they're going back and forth.
I got Klay and Caitlin for sure.
I think Klay wins most of the ones in the Golden State ones, even when KD was there.
Klay I didn't even know. I wasn't even hip to all that.
So I don't know about underdogs, and you see where logo Caitlin pulls up from. So
Sabrina, we love you. But I don't know if they got the same range.
I'm not going to pick a winner yet, but definitely be a hell of a matchup.
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
You got shoe news?
No, man, I saw a cool shoe on the court. LeBron's new 22s with the brown camo. Did you see those?
I saw those. Yeah,
the brown camo with the purple accents on it. They were cool. It was a different spin, different kind of colorway. It was like a Black Ops style.
Those were decent
on the shoe. It was dope.
Right. I got some shoe news. Tobin Wigwe gave his first look at his Reebok collab.
Okay.
Kind of chunky joint. Got like a laces, looks like maybe Velcro combo thing going on the tongue.
Okay.
Kind of fucking fire, dog. Here, I'll send them to you right now. I meant to see what you think of these. But I saw these and they were fucking. I was like, all right, Reebok, first of all.
Shaq and AI, I see you.
Like, I see what they're trying to do. They picking the right ones. I got a lot of shoe news today, man. All right, there's those. Check those out.
Those are wild.
I fuck with them though.
Yeah, they're cool. They're different.
Right. So on top of that, Soul Retriever gave a look at the Ondu and Sneaker Den's homage to LeBron James with the What the LeBrons, aka the 22 Chambers. Did you see those?
I did not.
So there's elements of 22 different bronze on these shoes.
Send me those.
Sent.
I did see Odell Beckham pop out on the field with the Anta Kyrie.
I saw that too.
Those were pretty fresh.
So on the topic of those LeBrons,
those are hard.
We got what? LeBron is tied for 4th all time for points in the game by a 39-year-old with 40. With his birthday a little over a month away, shout out to his birthday twin, my nephew Henny. There's a little time for him to get up into that top spot for the most points at age 39. Now he's got 3 of the spots in the top 10. I wanted to see if you could give me the other guys in the top 10 for age 39 record points in a game.
In one game?
Mm-hmm.
MJ?
Jordan is number 2, 3, and 10 with 45, 41, and 37.
Melo? I mean, LeBron?
Well, yeah, yeah. LeBron got 40 twice and 39 once.
I meant Karl Malone.
Karl Malone dropped 40. He's on there.
Okay.
There's only 2 other guys in the top 10.
Dwayne Wade?
No. Number 8 is Reggie Miller at 39. And number 1, Jay Crossover.
Respectable. Very respectable.
51 at age 39. And then said, peace out, I'm going to TNT.
That's fire. It's one of my favorites.
So after, obviously after 39 is 40. There's only... The only people in the top 10 in the over 40 list, or at the 40-year-old list, are Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Karl Malone, and Dirk. And by only scoring 27 points, that moves Bron into top 10 after 40. So that'll be easy.
That's crazy.
But the day he turns 40, probably he drops a nice 30, 40 piece. There's only like a handful of players that even make the top 10 on this list from age 30 up. KD, Dame, James Harden, Steph, Clay, Jimmy Butler, and Chris Paul are the only other active players to be in the top 10 for scoring in one game from age 30 to 38.
Damn.
I got more shoe news. You see the new the Mellow Balls, the MB4 collab with the Ninja Turtles?
I did not.
4-pack. All like predominantly green. Each one out of the 4 obviously represents each turtle individually. See what you think of those.
I need the Ralphies. I fuck
Kind of
with
like
them.
the Donatellos.
Yo, the Michelangelos go crazy too.
They're all kind of cold, dog. Like, this is probably my favorite Mellow so far. But it may be strictly because of the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I mean the silhouette's the same of what they've been doing.
Right.
But those are cold. Great for the kids. I don't know. It'd be awesome for us, but it's just too bright of a fucking shoe for me to wear anywhere. But they're dope.
I'll figure it out. I'll be rocking them all somewhere.
Let me get the black ones. Let me get a black colorway with some blue or something.
With that,
some Carolina blue.
That's no longer Ninja Turtles, dog. I think that's his turtles are.
I'm just talking about mellows in general.
Oh yeah. Trae Young, after spending some time as a sneaker free agent, just joined Jordan Brand.
Oh wow.
A long list on that roster. I was gonna see if you can give me. I got a list of 22 hoopers. See if you can give me 10 of them not named Trae Young.
Zion
on there.
Tatum.
You know it.
Luka.
Yep.
Connect 4.
Boom.
There's a lot of players with Jordan too. Rui Hachimura.
There you go.
How many have I said?
5.
B.I.
6.
B.I. is on that list. What about Sabonis, no?
No.
Chris Paul.
7.
Russell Westbrook.
8. Way to remember the old fellas.
Got it up.
Two more.
Mm-hmm.
And you still got some stars you haven't named. There's some younger guys you haven't named. Some WNBA players you haven't named. You okay?
Who else is with Jordan?
I can tell you if you like.
Asia Wilson's with Nike, right?
Mm-hmm. Of course she has a shoe. That is interesting that you said her, though.
Zach LaVine?
Negative.
No, he's with New Balance now. Who else?
You miss Paolo.
Hollow.
You miss Bam Adebayo.
Okay.
Brad Beal.
That's why it's interesting I said Asia.
Mike Conley.
Wow.
Sixers rookie Jared McCain.
That's one I forgot.
Spurs rookie Stephon Castle.
Okay.
Jaime Jaquez Jr.
All right, man.
De'Erica Hamby.
Got you.
Juwan Howard's son, Jet. Satu Sabale from the Dallas Wings.
All right, I just needed 2.
I gave you more. because there was a long list. In some other shoe news, Trinidad James collab with Saucony. Did you see the tribute to Lucia Harris?
I did not.
So it's the first woman inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. Also, the only woman ever drafted to the NBA by the New Orleans Jazz in 1977.
Okay.
It's like a retro orange cream colorway. Super hot fire as well, if you ask me.
Oh shit.
Check those out.
Corduroy joints. Yeah, they doing something.
Right? Is that how you say that? Saucony?
Yes.
Saucony?
Saucony.
Saucony?
Yeah. Those are fire though.
Right?
Stay a student, y'all.
That's all I got for shoe news today. I had a lot of shoe,
boy.
right? I had a lot this week.
You wasn't just kicking it today.
Ha! Let's move on to some entertainment, hip hop more specifically, and we got some music this week. Kendrick Lamar drops out of nowhere. Drops GNX album. I'm saying mixtape. You know, with no promo, just dropping it like this. The samples and things of that nature. Mixtape. Agreed?
I like it.
But yeah, drops this shit out of nowhere, and 12 songs on it. 12 hot songs on it. Those
long songs.
Huh?
They felt long.
A little bit. These 12 songs now occupy the top 12 spots on Spotify and Apple Music in the US.
I feel like that's easy to do right now, man.
Squabble Up is going to debut at number 1 on Billboard.
I feel like it's easy to do for Kendrick, for sure.
On top of that, Top Dog, you know, Mr. TDE himself, issued a warning to the world on Kendrick Lamar's behalf, saying, Dot is a dangerous man right now. Everything I thought he would be at 16 years old is here right now. Everybody stand down. I promise you. So that could have been a warning to Wayne, who responded to some of the lyrics from Whacked Out Murals that mentioned him. Could also be seen as a shot at Ice Cube, who dropped his joint the same day. We'll talk about that in a second. But people are saying that Kendrick is referencing him in the same song when he's talking about outdated rappers and things of that nature. I don't know if either one of those were necessarily shots at those people specifically, but did you get a chance to listen to GNX all the way through?
I did. I listened to it just once all the way through, and yeah, it's like a They Not Like Us, the album vibe. I think Cat Williams inspired a lot of these niggas. You know, and what I mean by that is Cat Williams exposing the truth to a lot of the shit that us as regular people would never even know if it wasn't brought to the light. I feel like Kendrick has seen this, maybe, you know. I'm not saying that's all where he got his inspiration from, but seeing that this man has done that and hasn't been afraid of any backlash or anybody in the same, realm as them when it comes to what they do for a living. Anybody wants to come at Kendrick, he's not afraid to air out any laundry, and even if it's true or false, maybe whatever you hear can be put into bars, and he will come for you.
I'm down for Kendrick Wayne battle, first of all.
This might bring out a crazy Wayne that we ain't seen in a long time, for sure.
I hope it does. What were some of the songs you liked on the mixtape?
I don't know. I don't remember him by name, but the whole album's really good to me.
Yeah. I really liked. I liked Reincarnated, the one that had the Tupac sample. From,
Oh yeah, the one that's been around the circuit for a while, right? I've heard it a couple times.
Yeah, and I like it because you can like the Tupac cadence in it.
Oh yeah, when you started rapping like that, for sure.
Oh yeah, the whole song is like you could put Tupac on that, his voice saying those words in that style, and it's a Tupac track. Like I like how he did that. I know a couple people talk shit about it, but I thought it was cool. I also saw some DJ did a bunch of people did different mashups with the songs and other beats. The Man at the Garden they put over Nas's One Mic beat. That one goes fucking crazy. And then they did TV Off over Drop It Like It's Hot. Fucking super hot fire as well. There's a bunch of them on there, but those are the two that stood out the most to me.
Oh
yeah, super fucking dope.
Real Cali vibes.
Oh, for sure. I'll send those to you too. You don't have to listen to them right now though. But boom, sent you those mashups. Like I mentioned, Ice Cube released Man Down this week. Another good project. Did you get a chance to listen to that one?
I haven't got a chance to listen to this one yet. Honestly, I'm not a fan of Ice Cube.
No, Cube fan.
I did hear one song with the one that he dropped the video from. Yeah, he did his thing. He definitely did his thing.
Fighting for My Life in Paradise is a dope track. He got Corrupt on there. And then Egomaniacs with Busta and Killer Mike is pretty dope too. I was watching the stream this morning. My boy, that motherfucker Steve, and Big Ray West. Shout out to both of those guys. I've known Steve for years. He was my manager, my first job here in Iowa at Macaroni Grill. But he's a dude super ingrained in the culture, into hip hop. Been to a bunch of shows with him. Got to hold the camera for some interviews. I met like Tech Nine, Chris Calico, a bunch of people with him. Did I ever tell you that story about that biker rally I went to?
Possibly.
We went to this biker rally, and me and my guy Todd were the only two black dudes there. And that motherfucker Steve is the one that took us to this. It's a whole long story about like there's this MC at this bar, this big ass tent bar that was like, I'm gonna say something, you either cheer or you boo. Beer. Everybody cheered. Ah, yeah, beer, fuck yeah. Titties. Yeah, fucking everybody loves titties. Obama. Hundreds of people stop and look at the two of us and just boo. Like we were both, like I was Barack and he was Obama. It was like they were booing us directly.
Tell me that story for sure.
But anyway, but I've known Steve for over a decade now. And I don't know Big Ray West too well, but I've seen him at some shows. I answered one of his trivia questions and I won a actual physical CD of his music, which was dope. But two guys like I really kind of respect their opinions. They're my age, if not a little more seasoned. But they were hyped about it too. The thing about it though is that, and kind of plays to what you were saying, is that you can pop on this whole album and close your eyes and you're right back to 1989 and you listening to Jerry Curl Cube. You know what I mean? Like the topics are updated, the beats are dope, but like when you get an Ice Cube project, you're gonna hear Ice Cube. Like there's no two ways about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the word's mine. You just know it's him when you
like you know. Yeah, like he's coming out Cube. There's no.
That's a lot of West Coast legends. Right. Honestly, Snoop, you know it's Snoop.
Oh yeah.
Even Exhibit, you know it's Exhibit.
Even Snoop has changed up a little bit. Exhibit has not. I think Exhibit's trying to make it back now too. And like I'm
Dre, you know it's Dre.
I love the Ice Cube album. I know I'm gonna like Missionary. I don't think Exhibit's gonna have the same effect.
You ain't trying to hear the X, remix.
I've already heard some of what he's doing. No, but also on top of this album release, they announced that there's going to be a docuseries on the Big Three. You know, going through all their trials and tribulations. They're going into their 8th season now. All the stuff from bribery, all the scandals they've been through, dealing with how the NBA shows no support and love to them and things like this. chronicling how this is probably the most successful new sport since UFC. To have a league that's lasted like this. They tried 17 times with the XFL. There's the WNBA, and we're now starting to see an uptick in the growth with that. But how fast the Big Three has grown, and now how they're moving into having teams stationed in cities to where it'll be just kind of like you can take this show on the road and go play in these different cities is huge. And so,
I mean, if I find out there's some tickets going on sale in Denver, I'd cop too, man.
Right,
I love what Ice Cube does as a businessman,
Right. And why not just you can put together a Denver team? You got Birdman if he's not in jail, JR, Ty Lawson, right there. There's a Big Three team in Denver.
Kmart still hooping.
I think Nene might still be hooping.
Nene was hooping for a long time in the league.
Kenneth Reed's overseas still hooping.
I heard Earl's still hooping.
Where's Rafe LaFrance?
I don't know.
Shout out Ryan Bowen. Where's Ryan Bowen at?
Where's your boy Leonard at? Dude that won the 3.
Rashawn, he didn't have no knees then. He can't.
Anthony Carter.
Yeah. Those were my guys.
Andre Miller.
Andre is one of my least favorite players of all time.
He still lives in the city though. Respect to Andre Miller.
Yeah, sure. Shout out Andre. Definitely a person, if it's anything like I remember, that should stop by Bully's Cussing Styles. If anything like I remember, Andre Miller, get your ass to Bully's Cussing Styles. Shout out the address right now.
He still got.
Shout out the address right now. Andre Miller, check this out.
Hey, bulliescutsandstyles.booksy.com. He still got all that hair on his forehead.
Andre Miller. First one's on me, Doug. Andre, you book, I pay. First cut.
Marcus Camby. Where's he at nowadays?
Marcus Camby's probably somewhere smoking big weed.
Big weed with a tall t-shirt on.
Yeah, minding his fucking business.
Type shit. Chilling.
Yeah, Camby's chilling. Some more.
How come we don't see Marcus, man? Put him on a podcast, man. Where's my nigga Eduardo at Nahara?
Nahara, is he probably like a mayor somewhere? Like he's in politics or something, I think.
What about number 43? What was his name, man? With the thin and hairline. He had some clutch buckets. I remember him having a huge game against the Lakers.
We've had so many players run through the Nuggets.
Klaiza?
Lennis Klaiza.
Klaiza, dog.
Yo.
Respect.
He was like Luka before Luka, dog.
Yeah, man.
He had a good 17-game stretch where he was hooping. Klaiza. Lennis Klaiza, yeah.
What was that big dude that used to hurt everybody for the Warriors? What was his name?
Zaza?
Yeah, Zaza and Klaiza probably kicking heavy.
See that? Lennis Klaiza. He had a good 3-week span where he was the man in Denver, dog.
Him and Eduardo, man.
Yeah, shout out Antonio McDice.
Hey.
Legend, you know what I mean?
It's a fact. Rest in peace, Mutombo.
Yeah. On some more music news, not necessarily news, but Redman was talking recently. He said that he would like to get back in the studio with Method Man and do Blackout 3. Please, yes, sign me up. No more to talk about. Let's make this happen. He said he wants maybe 12 tracks. I'll take 9. I don't give a shit. Blackout 3, I'm down.
Rappers might actually get better with time, y'all.
Not all. We just talked about Exhibit. Not true 100% of the time. What?
It's when they're done partying, they're family men, they're business oriented. You could actually learn something from some of these cats. You know what I'm saying? From the Cubes to the Hoes to the, the list goes on and on.
Mason Cameron.
LL Cool J still rapping. He's actually better. Even Will Smith is trying to get better. Or Jordan Lucas is writing for him. But, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think that Will Smith needs to rap anymore.
I don't either. It's mad corny. We don't believe you, Will.
I don't think he needs to rap anymore. Why? This is the hardest. Since he slapped Chris Rock, he's hard now? Now he is Mike Lowry? Is this what happened?
Yeah, nah, man.
He's Mike Lowry now.
You better remember you was in Bel Air for all them years. Stop bullshitting.
Yeah, I don't. You like the move? Keep the movies coming. I'm with it. I fuck with Will Smith, and I was pleasantly surprised by Bad Boys 9 or whatever we just saw. But
yeah,
like the iPhone music videos and the super hard joiner writing my raps. I don't think we need that anymore.
Yeah. But speaking of black great actors, Denzel, I will be going to see that.
Denzel.
Too. Huh?
Denzel.
I'm not calling him Denzel, bro.
Why won't you call him by his name? He's not gonna call you Khalab.
30 years I've been calling him Denzel.
He's not gonna call you Khalab. Why would you not call him by his name and give him that? He's an Oscar winner, possibly 2 times after this.
He should have spoke up the first time somebody got it wrong.
He was sicker. Like that's not the first time when you stop correcting somebody. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I stop telling people my name's not Bradford because they just can't hear me. Like, all right, fuck it, yeah, that's my name.
Never have I ever let anybody get away with saying it wrong.
You just get sick. Like at the point, it doesn't matter.
It always matters.
Like you just saying it falling on deaf ears. I'm over you, and the conversation's done. Cat Williams, following Tyler Perry and 50 Cent's lead, he bought a former military base in Alabama to build a movie studio.
He should quit while he's ahead.
Why you say that?
Because Tyler Perry and 50 Cent stopped doing that shit once they realized how enhanced AI is going to be here soon.
Stop doing what shit?
Tyler Perry sold that place, bro.
50 just held a whole festival in Shreveport for his.
I know, but I just heard him on an interview talking about shit. I was talking to Tyler Perry. He's been helping me with all that. And now he's talking about he about to sell all his. Now I got to do the same shit. But I mean, I hope it still goes on. But
he also recently said that he left a lot of the super damaging or hurtful things out of that Club Shay Shay interview from earlier this year.
He kept a lot of shit out of it.
Mm-hmm. That's what he says.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp then went on Nightcap with Ocho Cinco and teased part 2 because the anniversary it came out in January, right at the beginning of the year. So the anniversary is right around the corner.
Okay.
They may be doing another round to really get some shit off of Cat Williams' chest. You down for part 2?
See, I thought you were gonna say that he has part 2 in the clip already. They'd have to sit down again.
They have to sit down again.
I would like that. That's like the only Shay Shay I'm catching, really. I don't really watch too many of those.
Last one I watched was Marlon Wayans.
How's he doing, man? Does he seem slow? What's going on with Martin?
Wayans is doing great. Martin Lawrence? I said Marlon Wayans.
Oh, my bad. I'm tripping. I was thinking Martin Lawrence for sure.
He did announce Blue Streak 2.
Ooh, okay.
You don't get all these other sequels, but you're never going to get your Wild Wild West 2.
If they really want to make something happen, if they really want to make some noise in the box office, they know what to do.
I'm still waiting for that movie that was rumored. What was that? Man, I don't even know how long that would have been. Whenever, was it when Jamie Foxx was hosting the ESPYs, or it was something like that, when they teased a Wanda Shanae movie? Give me I want to see that.
I mean, shit, both of them cats been close to death now, man. Might as well team up and do some shit.
Did you see, I didn't watch the whole video, but DaBaby just released a new music video, and he is basically Professor Sherman Klump.
Really?
The song's called Fat, but it's P-H-A-T.
That's what's up. I mean, you know.
What are you doing?
My son fucked my, I can't really hear out of the speakers here. It's because my son's been dipping this shit in every sauce imaginable.
Which one's the best?
what I'm doing right now is just cleaning out the speaker and hoping that I get some better, airway.
That sauce out. Yeah.
That sauce dip, dog.
Before we move on to L's, I wanted to revisit something. You remember a while back we were talking about the WNBA, and you were talking about what the league was missing.
Yes.
So just a while back, Shaq was on Angel Reese's podcast, and he said the same thing. That they have all the skill, the IQ, the handles, the shot is there. The one thing
that on Angel Reese's podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The one thing that's missing that puts the butts in the seats is dunking. He also said some kind of inappropriate things, depending on how you look at it, about what she should be wearing while she's dunking on other bitches. Excuse me for calling them bitches, but basically that's what he was saying. Like, imagine you wearing them shorts that you wore on Wild 'N Out and putting the legs up, doing the Shaq logo. So he's saying like lower the rims to like 9.5, 9.6. And
what Angel Reese say?
She said, "Hell no, leave it like it is. They don't need it like that." And there's plenty of girls dunking already.
I think I think some women might get hurt too. Like the way Angel Reese plays doesn't seem all the way in control sometimes.
It doesn't.
So, those dunks where you hang a little too much. A lot of that might happen. Not saying they're not athletic.
Sometimes she looks like she's playing on ice.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be a way for them to get potentially hurt for sure.
Yeah, I say leave it alone.
Just leave it.
I just wanted to see what you thought about Shaq having those exact same thoughts about adding the dunk to women's basketball.
What do you say it should be dropped down to?
I don't remember if he said, but probably like 9.
Yeah, 9 might be too high. I don't know.
Too high?
Yeah.
You remember when we did it?
Not for Brittany.
No, not for somebody that could already dunk. Yeah, right.
It would be dope to watch some put-back ass dunks by some women, though.
Women that can dunk or should dunk, do dunk.
All right.
You don't need to manufacture more dunks. Like, that just feels fake. Like, it's like, think about how amazing it is to see a woman dunk. Remember how amazing it was to see Lisa Leslie dunk?
I don't really remember that one. I remember Candace.
I'm just saying, when you see, all right, Candace Parker, Tennessee.
Yeah.
On the break. That feeling, you still get that feeling damn near every time a woman dunks. Not as big of a feeling because there's a lot more of them doing it now. Yes, but that takes away the specialness of seeing a dunk in the WNBA or in women's college basketball by just having.
I know exactly what you're talking about off the strength alone. I was watching TikTok of this dude that does trick shots with ping pong balls on his stairs, and I sat there for an hour with him today. And he finally made that bitch.
Wait, you watched for an hour until he made it?
No, I'd have to say I was probably on there for about an hour, dog.
I thought you were watching an hour of different videos of him doing this.
No.
Wow.
Well, he made it, dog.
That's invested.
And it was GG's in the chat after that, bro.
It had to be GG's in the chat after that.
But shit, we could do that, man. Set up some fucking some pans. Doop, doop, doop.
One of those trick shot dudes was here in Iowa, and I worked at this shout out Game Day place I used to work at, this like arcade bar. He went in there, won every single jackpot, gave the shit away, and left.
What?
He had lunch or dinner. I don't remember what time he was there, but he sat down, had some food, won all the jackpots, and he fucking left. One of those like main trick shot dudes on TikTok is just from out here.
What were the games that this entailed?
It's all the fucking arcade shits, bro.
Cornhole. Speedball.
All that shit. All the things you find in an arcade nowadays that you can have jackpots and shit on, he did. And didn't take any of the prize.
Bro. Yeah, persistence. It's crazy. You gotta have patience to fucking do that kind of shit.
Real shit.
Real.
There's also a dude I saw, he just eats fruit. And he talks to the people about the fruit he's eating. Or sometimes
they leave the galaxy, does it?
Yeah. Yeah, that
I hate that dude. Forget your hustle. You know what I'm saying? Get
But
your
like,
hustle
not
on.
only does he eat fruit, sometimes puts the heat on the fruit.
Right.
You know what I've been
really enjoys doing that shit.
And so many people really enjoy watching him eat mangoes.
How many people be in there?
I don't know, thousands.
Yeah.
Like so many people just watching me. The dancing is the worst part, though.
I was shocked when he had his girlfriend on. Like this motherfucker.
He's a girl. I've never seen her.
Exactly.
The fruits are crazy though. Where does he get those fruits? Is he in like Florida or something?
He partners with somebody.
I want that fruit.
Partners with a fruit company, and he just does that shit for the hustle.
I also saw this recipe I'm about to try. You should probably try it too. It's a 3 that you take one of those graham cracker pie crusts that we used to get back in the day for like the pudding pies. You take one of those, set it off to the side. You take condensed milk, a tub of whipped cream, and any frozen juice from concentrate that you want. Mix that bitch up, put it in the pie crust, sit it in the freezer overnight. Boom, pie.
I like it.
Easiest pie ever.
What you gonna do it with?
I don't even know yet. Next time I go to the store, I'm gonna figure it out.
I like that a lot.
Oh, dude, he did key lime pie, but then they mentioned pina colada, which would probably be fire as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So many options.
I bought some ice cream that was dairy free.
Look at you go. Is that ice cream?
It was with oat milk. Not that good.
No?
Nope. It was buy one, get one free. But I mean, the Oreo one's not too bad. You just gotta know that this is not ice cream. You know what I'm saying? I threw some peanut butter in there, sweetened it up a little bit more. But it wasn't bad. It was real Oreos. Or cookies and cream, whatever they want to call it. But yeah, it was cool. But,
you got any L's this week besides your phone?
My phone takes L's every day, dog. Crazy how dirty it is. But I gotta give one to, I don't know if I give this to Fred VanVleet or the refs, because the boy dropped too many F-bombs, if you ask me. That's the only reason I'm giving it an L. Like, damn, dog, all the way to the post-conference, to the post-interview, too. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know if he needed that many. And I feel like it's a direct representation of what's going on with the coaches, too, because even the coach be wilding out when it comes to Houston, you know? And he just felt like, Fred just felt like he could do that. The fines are going to be crazy. I'm sure he got a couple $25,000 fines right there. Maybe even more.
Melo caught a $100,000 fine the other day for his shit.
LaMelo, yeah, he needs some training.
He had it. The big baller brand. Never lost.
Never lost. Yeah, man. So I had to give an L to that, bro. You got to be a little bit more professional than that, man.
LeVar Ball just be going live on Instagram sometimes, just with 2 big ass dogs on a leash.
I gotta follow him, man. I fuck with LeVar.
I follow him. That's all I knew. My first L, I got 2 of them. I think it was only 2. Yeah. Giraffes.
Damn, giraffes are taking an L? Is it because they can't say anything?
No. Well, yeah. No.
Is it because of how they fight?
No.
Is it because Toys R Us is closed?
That's one of the reasons, yes.
Okay, what you got?
So the United States will soon designate giraffes as endangered under the Endangered Species Act, making this the first time they'll be formally protected by law. So this initiative is in response to a more than 40% decrease in giraffes since the 80s. So like in my lifetime, there's 40% less giraffes than there used to be due to, poaching, habitat destruction, climate change.
They was hunting them like they was big ass deer.
Yeah, man. So the intention for this is to combat illegal trade and support survival by putting regulations on importing of giraffe parts, and then increase conservation funding. So like the habitats and stuff around the world to help protect and reinfuse giraffes, man. So right now they're taking the L, giraffes.
Well, that's not lighthearted at all.
It's an L for the world right now.
Damn, I heard that they're the most expensive animal to own if you wanted to buy a giraffe as well.
Now it's illegal.
Now it's illegal for sure.
Why would you want to? What are you gonna do with a giraffe?
Feed it off of your porch while you eat brunch.
There you go. That's what you do with giraffes.
Leaves.
My other L goes to the Philadelphia 76ers. They started the season, and we talked about them as, one of those upper echelon teams. They were favorites alongside the Celtics to make the Eastern Conference Finals. And now that they've started 3-13, they only have a better record than the Wizards in the Eastern Conference, and now have a 4.2% chance of making the playoffs already.
God damn, bro. Niggas gotta get healthy.
Shout out to Jared McCain, though. Jared McCain is fucking hooping.
Yeah. I don't care what you do off the court. You come to hoop.
I saw something that said they're an MVP caliber center and a two-way wing away from contention.
I saw something that said, remember the black kid from the High School Musical? It said if this was a real person, and then it showed him dancing in one of his reels. It was fucking hilarious. It was good.
Bully of the week.
Scottie Pippen Jr. I'm gonna give him a bully. He went into the Chicago arena and dropped 30, where his daddy's name is hung up in the rafters. He dropped a 30 piece. That's his career high. Scottie Pippen Jr. is a real hooper. Bully.
I got a lot of bullies.
Oh, do one first.
No.
Do one first, nigga.
That's a good idea. Jahmyr Gibbs showed up. You okay?
Yeah.
Showed up to the game today against, I forgot who the Lions played, my bad. But showed up wearing an Allen Iverson jersey. Scores a touchdown. Nasty little run. He's on my fantasy team. He got points today too. Then after the touchdown, crosses over a teammate, hits the fadeaway over him, and then steps over, a la AI over Tyronn Lue. So Jahmyr Gibbs bully of the week for wearing the AI jersey to the game and doing the AI move in the game.
That was definitely spoken about at practice for sure. It could have been spoken about in the locker room, but knowing that he showed up with the AI jersey already, they spoke before. Shout out. I like that. It's one of my favorite things about the NFL.
All right. I mentioned Bo Nix already. Kendrick Lamar, another bully of the week.
Connect 4.
9
for 12 from 3-point range in one of his games. Had a breakout game. 37 points. Rui Hachimura didn't even play that game. So, shout out Connect. He just got to keep it going as Rui is back in the starting lineup.
I got one more bully. And this is from nothing specific, but Owen Wilson. So, Owen Wilson has made over $200 million in his movies, right?
Damn.
So, but he averages like 3,500 words a movie. This is over 47 movies. You with me? So that's like $1,324-ish a word.
Yeah, he be long-winded too, man. Shout out.
He said wow 102 times. He's made $135,072 from the word wow. That's some bully shit.
That's some bully shit, man. Legend. Haven't seen him in something in a long time. Actually, one of the last ones I saw, it was about him and his family going somewhere overseas, and they were replenishing the water, making the water more natural or better to drink or something like that. And like the cartel guys or something didn't like it, and then they end up like, just storming the whole place and
locking. How long ago was this?
5 years.
So you didn't watch Loki?
Oh shit, he's in Loki.
And you didn't watch Deadpool and Wolverine?
I don't remember him in that.
He's at the team.
Man, I forgot.
In the whole Loki series.
Yeah, it's alright. It's an alright series.
You know, I liked it. I'm excited. That was one of the main things that got me excited for what's to come. Especially that now we know we're getting X-Men very soon starting to pop up. They're working on Fantastic Four already. They cast the Silver Surfer. Denzel is going to be in Black Panther 3 allegedly. We got a lot coming up. We got Venom meeting Spider-Man. That'll happen. Like there's so much Marvel things yet to come. I got one more, but I don't know if this is a bully or who this is an L for or what this is. It could. I mean, I don't know. You tell me. Drake went on a streamer's live. I forgot his name's like XDQRX. It was some streamer. He went on his live and announced he's going on tour. Tour kicks off February 9th in Australia. February 9th, same day as the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that means you're dropping some new music before that. I mean, you were definitely taking an L if you go on a tour without having anything in the tuck. Because we know where you stand right now.
He also did a little introduction when he first got onto this live and said, yeah, it's me. I'm here in the flesh, intact. He said, only facts can take me out, not fairy tales or something like that.
Did say exactly that, actually.
Yeah. So then, but that's where he went on to announce that
with the waves out. You brought the waves out for this.
Cut off the pigtails. They're calling this is villain era Drake now. This is what we're getting. Does he have eras like Taylor Swift? Is that the same? Because he has enough hairstyles to go through these eras. Does Drake also have like Taylor Swiftish eras?
I mean, everybody has errors.
You remember Forever? Remember fucking Wayne, fucking Kanye, Eminem, all them on the same song?
Oh, Young Money ruined the collab game, bro. Single-handedly. People were collabing. Shout out Shawty Low. Rest in peace. People were collabing back then, bro. And then they started clicking up. Then Jay-Z had to keep it we all. Yeah, I said it we all. You know, with Rihanna and Kanye. You know, Young Money had everybody doing that shit, dog. Luda didn't know where to go. He started making movies.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm down for, like, we don't need more Will Smith rapping, but I'll take some more Ludacris.
Ludacris, nobody wants to see Ludacris in anything, I promise you.
Every time I bring up Ludacris, you say that. You mean it.
I mean it, bro. Punchline master, dog. But yeah, man, the I'm So Hood remix, that was an error, man. We'll never see that again. Well, I think the collab era will come back and it'll be dope as hell.
There's been some decent collabs, like you got that Eminem LL collab. Kendrick brought a lot of LA out.
4 goats on one project.
Ice Cube's collabs. Snoop's gonna have hella collabs on his. We went over that last week.
I'm hoping Snoop has Nate Dogg's son on some shit.
I think we went over who he has on. He's not on there.
Okay, yeah. He gotta be at least Death Row.
Pretty sure. Or he's at least signed in some capacity by Death Row.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, man. We did it again, brother. Mm-hmm. Brother to brother.
Good time is B2B.
B2B. Bro to bro. And we appreciate y'all for tuning in as always. You can catch me at CBDABully on Instagram. And you catch my brother at In My Bag or In My _bag on Instagram.
2023.
2023. Don't forget the numbers.
In My _bag 2020. You don't see my Instagram enough to know what it is.
I guess I don't, man. I see the bro to bro Way more than the In My Bag one. That's why.
That's fair.
But, you know, it's all good. And we appreciate y'all as always. And until next time.
Like, follow, subscribe, comment, share.